Hello friends, I am Suman. Welcome to my channel in Dayal Programming Academy. Today I am going to demonstrate what are operators in Apex programming. Right? So these are the operators which we can use in our Apex programming. So we have done arithmetic operators and the relational operator in our previous video. So I will mention the link inside description box of this video. So if you want to watch, then you can check out from there. So today we will cover our logical operators and assignment operators, right? So what are the logical operators? Logical operators are those operators which we are using to put our logic or uh, logic between two values, right? So we have AND operator, OR operator, and the NOT operator, right? So AND operator means if both conditions should be true to execute the code, right? Or means if one condition is true, then code will execute. Not it is a reverse condition, right? So how we can implement this? Let's see. So come to our developer console. So I'm using the same class which I have created in my last video, that is operator class, right? So just put it down, and in the same class I'm going to create a method, right? So first of all I'm going to apply the AND operator, right? So I'm firstly create a method here. So public static void, I can give AND test, right? This is my method name. You can write as per your wish, right? So here I'm just taking two variables first. That is, first is uh, integer age, and I'm defining age here like this 25, and another value I'm just taking as a boolean data type, right? So I'm using directly a variable for the demonstration purpose, right? But we can apply this thing anywhere in a list or any other coding, right? So to make it easier, I'm just using these variable to show you how it works. So that is, I can take has id equals to true, right? So now I can use this AND operator inside my if condition. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to match if someone have age more than 18 and it also has ID, then it is allowed to enter the system, right? So how we can do this? So I'm going to compare this age. Age should be greater than or equals to 18. This is my limit. And so these two conditions must be true, right? So has ID equals to true. So here I need to put double equals to, right? So these are my relational operators and this is my logical operator. So these two conditions must be true to execute these lines of code which I'm going to write here. Let's suppose I am just using a simple statement to print here. You can write any of code here as per your requirement. So you are allowed to enter. Or you can write you are the valid person, right? So in this way, we can use our logical operator when we need to compare our two condition, and the both of the condition must be true. Then only this piece of code will execute, otherwise it will not. Right? So save this and come to our anonymous window. So let's execute this method. Because our method is static, so I can call directly by using my class name. Right? No need to create an instance of this class. So what is a static method? How we can declare the static method? I have made video over this. I will mention the comment link in the description, so you can check out from there. So you can see here, this is the output. Means these both conditions should be true. Suppose if I am just changing age here, suppose I am writing the 17 here, right? And let's see now what will happen. So execute. Now this time it will not show any output here, right? Because this condition is false. So both the conditions should be true to execute this line, right? Or this piece of code, right? So in this way our AND operator works. Now I'm going to create another method. So public static void AND, that is I'm using the OR operator, so I can use this method name here, right? So in for OR operator, I'm again checking a variable like boolean, right? I'm just taking boolean admin and I'm just assigning the value true here or false, right? And one more variable I'm also taking as a boolean, this manager, and I'm assigning the value true, right? And I'm going to check the condition by using OR operator, right? So admin or manager, right? So any of one person is available here or any of one is true here, this code will work, right? So here I can use the simple statement to print access granted, right? So in this way you can write any value here and you can check, right? Suppose in our previous example I have taken here age, right? So I can take here age as well, and the email I can compare with the age and the email, or the name with the email, or name with the phone number, right? So as per a requirement you can take any of example. For now I'm using this for the demonstration. So any of one is true. This is my true, manager is true, admin is false. So it has the one condition true, one is false. Still it will execute this code because we are using OR operator, right? In AND operator, both conditions should be true, right? So let's save this and execute this. So here I'm just executing this method, right? So let execute. So in our scenario, one condition is true, that's why it is showing access granted, right? If I will put both false, then it will not execute, right? So let me show you. So no output is here, right? So one condition should be true, right? So this is our OR operator. And if I'm talking about the NOT, so NOT works in our reverse situation, right? Or invertly you can say. So for not, I'm again going to create another method, public static void and not test, right? So here this one I'm going to apply on the list, right? So list of string I'm creating here, and this is list equals to new list of string I'm creating here, right? And inside the string I'm passing. So what is list, how we can create, we will see in our further videos. For now, for demonstrative purpose, I'm just using, and this is my list, and in the list we can store the multiple values of the same data type, right? So I'm passing value from here. For example, I'm just giving the country's name. This another is Malaysia, and third one is Singapore, right? So these are my values. So simply I'm going to check by using not operator, is this list is empty or not, right? So is empty, this is a method of our list. So not, if it is not empty, then the value should be printed here, right? So if it is, if there is no value, then it will not execute this code. If it has value, then it will execute this code, right? So this is the not operator. This sign is representing to the not operator. So if not empty, then print the list values, right? So let's save this and execute this. So in our scenario, our condition is true. So that's why it is printing the value. Suppose I am not passing any value here, right? So this list is empty, then it will not execute this line because list is empty, right? So for this, I can use this to show you. Else system dot debug, and it can print list is empty or list has no values, right? So now let's execute. Our list is empty, so this condition become false, then it will come here and it will print this line, right? So let's execute and see the output, right? So in this way, our not operator, or operator, and AND operator works, right? So we have done our logical operators. I hope this concept is clear to you. Now next one is the assignment operator. So assignment operator we use to assign some values, or if we want to perform some calculation within the assignment, then we can use this operator, right? So how we can do this? How we can implement this? Let's come here and put it down, and in the same class I'm going to create the another method, right? So public static void, well, I can take this method, right? So here I'm going to declare a variable that is integer, right? And integer I, and I can assign the value 10, right? So if I write this statement, I plus equals to I, right? So what does it mean? It means the whatever the value I have as a I, it added the same value, and the next same value is stored in this variable, right? So let's see what will be the output. Debug, right? Now here I can use the I variable. Let's see. So this time I'm executing this method. So it is showing me 20. 10 plus 10 equals to 20, right? So similar way I can use this for the multiplication, right? So if I'm using this multiplication, then it will multiply and give me the result 100, right? So in this way we can do this, or if you want to mention any value here, suppose 20, then you can do this one also. So let's see. So what it will do, it will multiply by this number, right? What number you have mentioned here and what are the value of this I, this is going to multiply with this number, right? So in this way we can use our assignment operators, right? So similar way we can go for the subtraction, we can go for the division, right? So this is the assignment operator. Next one is unary operator, means we use these operator by increment by 1 or decrement by 1. Mainly it is used in the loop, right? So how it works? Suppose for this I am again going to create another method. Right? So for example, again I'm taking an integer I and I'm assigning the value 10, and I'm just simply using I minus minus. So I minus minus. So decrement by 1. And now what value of I now? So I'm going to simply print this value, right? So it will give me the 9, right? So let's execute this, how it works. Here I'm using this method. So this is the 15, right? Let me save this. Okay. So it is showing me I have the same name method. So I can give A, B, C here. Let's save it. Right? And going to call one more time, that is ABC. Right? So let's execute one more time. So it is giving me output as a 9, right? If I will use this increment operator, this is decrement operator, decrement by 1. If I can use this, then it will give me the 11, right? So it increment by 1. So normally we use in a loop this operator in while loop, for loop, right? So in this way our unary operator works, right? So next is ternary operator. So ternary operator is a simplest form of if else. So if you want to write a code in a single line, or you need to check only one condition, if and in if else, then we can go for it, right? So for example, just let's see how we can implement this, right? So here I'm creating another method, static void xyz, right? And here I'm defining the two variables, a equals to 10 and integer b equals to 20, right? And I'm using here ternary operator. So first of all, I need to give a condition, that is if a is greater than b, right? This is my condition. You can put your condition as per your requirement. I'm just going to check whether it is greater or not, right? So now it is the question mark. After if it is true, then print a is greater, a is greater, right? Now colon, and if it is false, then write b is greater, right? So this is my ternary operator, how we can apply this. So this is the syntax, right? So it will return a value in a string format, right? Whether it is return a is greater, whether it will return b is greater. So I need to store, let me put the semicolon here. So I need to store this result into a variable, right? Suppose my variable name is result, right? And this result or this variable should be a type of string because it will return a string value, right? So this is the proper format to write this ternary operator, right? So in this way, we can use a ternary operator if we need to check a small if condition by using a single statement, right? So let's see what will be the output. Okay, first of all, I need to print this result, that only I will be able to see the output, right? So result. Now save it and execute this. So that is XYZ. This is my method name. Execute this. So B is greater, right? So in this way, we can use our ternary operator for small if-else conditions, right? So if I'm talking about the syntax, so this is the syntax. So result, now condition, true, colon, false, right? And semicolon, right? So that's all about today videos. I hope this video will be helpful for you. Thank you for watching my videos. If my videos are helping you, then please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Thank you for watching my videos.